finished the first book.
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
And I've already started the second book.
So tell me about the ending of the first book.
Well, the ending of the first book, I cried a little. Not just due to, and maybe spoilers for people who watch the video, but it wasn't necessarily due to her death that got me. Was the description. It was the way she described and wrote how the death was, and then how Rhysand was screaming her name as all this was happening, while he was the only one trying to stop Amarantha from killing her.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. But yeah, and then Tamlin didn't do anything to help out. He just, I don't know. Still, like the first chapter and a half so far.
Do you still like Lucian?
Yeah.
You still like Lucian?
Yeah,
How do you... Okay, so how did you feel about the first trial that she had to do? The Middengarn worm. How did you feel about that one?
Well, once you finally figured out how to get around it, and the fact that it could only smell it, and the way she killed it was nice too as well.
Okay, what about the second trial with the riddle
Second trial.
and Lucian?
Well,
You know,
the fact that Amarantha used the fact that she couldn't really, she was illiterate, she couldn't really read.
yeah, but I don't think
I don't think it would have helped her anyway.
I don't think Amaranthian knew that, to be
I don't
honest.
think she knew it, but I don't think it necessarily would have helped her anyway. It was more of like a chance thing when it came to the levers. But the fact that Rhysand helped her out and was willing to let her know which one not to pull just by the tattoo.
About the barking.
Yeah.
The barking tattoo.
Whenever it turned, she knew not to do nothing. I like that one too.
Were you scared that your boy was going to die?
I didn't think he was gonna die. What got me was the third trial, because like when they pulled the three fairies out and had them lined up, she was like, okay, if you can kill these three innocent, and if you can kill these three, which I know you like to do, then you're free to get. You know, at that point I knew that she was like, Amarantha was like, I knew at that point she wasn't gonna let her go, even if she killed the three. So that she's not gonna just let her go. And I was like wholeheartedly expecting. I was wholeheartedly expecting it to be at least one person under the mask that she knew. Because like, well, what got me is when they started pulling the masks off the people. Because like I was like, okay, they're not gonna be able to. At least they're not gonna be able to see their death coming. And then they pulled the masks off.
I need that one more.
They had to sit there and watch her as she killed them. The first one was like.
I started getting really heartbroken at the second one.
Yeah, because she like the second one had accepted, you know, you have to do this in order for everybody else to like so, but you know. And then the third one, I didn't think was gonna be Tamlin. I had high suspicions that Lucian was gonna be under the.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the third one was gonna be Lucian for sure, because I was like.
Because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I don't know where he went after that second trial. I don't know what they did with him. Tamlin's still sitting by Amarantha. Like, he's going to be into the third one. And she's going to have to choose, kill him or she dies. But yeah, after it was Tamlin and then what's that thing called? The
Tour.
Yeah,
The tour.
One that was I still don't feel like Tamlin should have been the one to kill him.
I don't count that as Tamlin's kill.
I don't either because like you said, Lucian threw him his sword. So I mean, it was Lucian's sword that impaled her to the stone wall.
Yeah. So I don't count it as Tamlin's kill. I don't.
I was also thinking that that it was going to be more gruesome death on her. Like whoever got to her was going to make it more drawn out and more gruesome. But
Yeah.
it didn't. It was pretty quick.
Bro, that's the first.
So
one.
what about like the end of it, like Feyre dying and then being brought back, and like they're leaving under the mountain, like. Do you think Rhysand's going to keep the bargain deal of once every month, a week out of every month?
Don't. I mean, I've already so far. I've found out that it's been 3 months and he hasn't made a notion to contact or say anything. So I don't know yet what's going to happen. I know it's been 3 months since everything went down and. He hasn't heard anything. She hasn't heard anything from Rhysand.
What about Feyre and Rhysand's last encounter with one another?
Well, two things that happened at that last point was, the whole. As far as their encounter goes, I have questions about what he saw because before he
Disappeared.
Because he was going to avoid flying for now. But before he disappeared, he stumbled backwards because he looked at her and saw something, and I don't know what that may be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of curious to see what he saw.
What was the second thing?
And then the second thing was Jurian's eye and his finger bone were missing. Nobody could find them. Nobody knew what happened to it.
All right. So you finished the last one. You gave it a what?
A 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10. And you've started the second one, A Court of Mist and Fury. So, are you optimistic about the second book, or yeah?
Well, optimistic as in.
Are you more excited to read it, or?
I'm ready to see what happens next.
All right. All right.